Hello everyone, it's I, Wacky Anime What If here to present you with What If Deku Was David's Reincarnation Part 1. Currently David is trying to familiarize himself with his surroundings as much as possible. He has been in this new world for around a day. While walking by people, he uses his sandy to walk by them and pickpocket some cash from them because he knows he does not have enough in his wallet originally. Because when he checked, he only had 1,000 yen in it, an ID for Aldera Junior High, and some gum, which he took out to chew. As he started pickpocketing people left and right, he noticed a walking blonde skeleton who was coughing up blood. He decided he would most likely be an easy target. He walks up to him and tries to walk by him and activate his sandy to pickpocket him. But his arm was harshly grabbed, and the man looked him directly in the eyes and said, "Son, what are you doing here, and not at home, with your mother and sister?" David looks at him, and feels an immense hatred towards him, which he knows isn't his. Then he thinks in his head, "Who the fuck are you?" While also examining him, noticing the body he is in has no resemblance to this man in the slightest towards him. Even if his body took after the mother, there would at least be some type of resemblance, at least a slight one. Then he has an idea. He screams out, "Stranger danger!" Immediately everyone looks at the blonde skeleton holding your arm as he started to sweat a bit. And David takes this as an opportunity to slip away. He uses a sandy, removes his hand from the stranger who was holding him. He moves faster as everything seems slower. He puts his hand in the blonde skeleton's pocket, pulls his wallet out, and unlike the others, he pickpocketed a lot more from him, around 300,000 yen. He feels something in him wanting to do something else to him, so he just goes with it. Moves in front of him, puts back his wallet, and kicks him in the dick, and removes his gum from his mouth and flicks it in his hair and walks away like nothing happened. POV Toshinori Yagi a few seconds ago. Immediately I heard my son scream, "Stranger danger." Everyone around looked at me with a glare. I try to say it's not what it looks like, but all of a sudden I no longer feel my son's hand I had a grasp of before. I look to see my son in front of me somehow at high speeds, which no one seems to notice, but thanks to One For All, I can at least see him, but I can't activate it fast enough to do anything about it. I can only see what he is doing. I start to wonder if he gained a quirk or if he got one for all. One from All For One. I clench my fist, wanting to ask questions until I noticed he has my wallet in his hand. He has pulled out 300,000 yen. Very quickly, I could hardly register it. He put my wallet back. Then what he was doing after he seemed to be getting way faster, and I started to notice this, I started to lose track, but saw him kick towards me. I followed the direction of the kick and screamed in my mind, "Oh no!" As the kick landed, I felt immense pain in my balls. He somehow was behind me before I knew it and flicked the gum he was chewing on right into my hair. As I fell to the ground and I screamed, "Holy shit, my mini All Might!" As everyone started to look at me with disgust, seeing as I was holding my balls in pain, with gum in my hair. Some of them called me a crackhead, and some called me a discount Halloween skeleton. I swear I heard someone in the distance of the crowd that formed around me glaring while saying I was crackmite. POV David. For some reason, I feel a lot better after doing that. I start to walk a little bit more around and find a cafe. Seems to be a cat cafe. I looked at my wallet, and no, I got more than enough. I walk into the cat cafe only to see a man that looks homeless with an unsettling smile petting a cat. I start to be a bit unsettled by this. I try to walk back out of the cat cafe, only to be encountered by a waiter who directed me to a table, which I did not want to go to the table, but they kind of pushed me to the table, which happened very quickly to be right behind, very quickly, and it also happened to be right behind the man with the unsettling smile that I swear is nightmare fuel. I duck my head down, hoping that man doesn't look at me. I'm not scared of him, just a bit creeped out. As the waiter returns after a few minutes, she asked what I wanted. I said, I want that man out of this place so I don't see that unsettling smile. She immediately said, I'm sorry, but this man's ordered a lot of stuff. We can't really do this. I immediately said, okay, I would like to order a cake and a chocolate strawberry kitty sundae. I mean, I heard that was your special from the menu, so might as well. Because it was a sundae shaped like a cat, it kind of looked adorable, so I decided to go with it. And immediately, it looked quite good, admittedly. As I ordered it, I stared at the homeless man petting the cats. I'm kind of worried for the cats, as that smile was super unsettling. His eye looked like he was on crack, and his hair was messy. He's kind of giving creepy vibes right now. POV, Aizawa. Today is such a nice day. I got the day off, and managed to visit this new cat cafe, and play with the cats. I can't help but smile about this. In the corner of my eye, I notice someone staring at me oddly. Oh well, I continue to pet the cats. As I receive my previously ordered chocolate cake and coffee, which I asked to be as dark as my soul, which for some reason is completely pitch black coffee, which I enjoy, which I desperately also needed. POV, David. So, my sweets have arrived, and I immediately ate the cake. It was good. When I got to the sundae, I ate a little too fast, and got a brain freeze. Then noticed, in the corner of my eye, the same creepy man watching me with a smile. I was fucking shivering at that point. my fucking Sandy told me to get the fuck out of there. I was about to activate it and just bust through the window and say, nope, not today, motherfucker. But before anything had happened, POV, Aizawa. I saw the kid that stared at me earlier get a brain freeze. I felt nice today, so I told the waiter to get him some warm water and paid a little more for it. I stared at him, he had his brain freeze, saw him stare at me, and I smiled a little because I was in a good mood and left the cafe. POV, David, I'm officially terrified of that smile. I noticed that a waiter put warm water on the table for me. Very nice of them. I drank the water, paid for my sweets, and left, not noticing one of the cats followed me out of the cafe unnoticed. And that is the entirety of What If Deku Was David's Reincarnation Part 1. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, destroy that subscribe button, and maybe there'll be another part.